Perhaps the most popular day of Super Bowl week besides the Super Bowl itself is Media Day. And there's a very good reason why. This year, over 3,000 members of the media from around the world have descended upon Detroit for Super Bowl 40. Hello again, Seahawk fans. This is Mike Brown coming to you from Ford Field, where the Seahawks will meet the Steelers in Super Bowl 40. There are a lot of media here, as I say, some of which are talking to one another. And they're talking to the players of the Seahawks as well as the Steelers. So what do you say we get a little bit more of an insight as to who is on the field and here at Media Day this year?
This is exactly what we expected. We expect a lot of media. We expected a lot of hype. We expected Pittsburgh to get a lot of love. We know it's Jerome Bettis' possibly last game, so we expect him to get a lot of attention. We knew that we would be under the radar and that, for us, it's back to what we always do, just playing football. We're not in denial that, media and fans and experts all say that Pittsburgh's going to win. But for us, we don't care. Folks, they just really don't know how good we are, and we don't mind that. So we just play our game. We're going to play fast and physical, and hopefully when the clock runs out, we'll be up by one.
Jordan Babineau is among the masses of media here at Ford Field on Media Day. Jordan, they've talked to you a little bit, I'm sure, the coaches and whatnot, about what to expect. Is it pretty much what you expected?
Well, yeah, the whole city is surrounded by many things to do, many attractions. But, the main thing, as far as players, you can't get too involved in some of the things that's going on because, it's easy to lose distraction, being here.
Yet at the same time, when you see all this going on, you got to say to yourself, well, it's the Super Bowl. That's the way it is.
Well, yeah, this is definitely what it's all about. And, to be able to be here, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. I think we're all enjoying, the moment. But it's still a business trip, man. And I think all the players are aware of that. And when it's football, and anything else, we're going to leave it outside of the locker room.
And you're thinking that the Super Bowl is going to be seen in all around the world, not only in the U.S.
That's right. It's going to be seen
from Mexico.
In Mexico. Viva Mexico. Gracias.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Adios.
Joe, we're at Seahawks.com. What was that whole last routine about that?
I don't know. That was a little bit strange, to be honest with you. I got a little bit freaked out when he said it was a voodoo doll.
Well, you got
the Spanish channel. If you've ever watched the Spanish channel, I do occasionally, for different reasons.
It seemed like your Spanish was okay there.
Yeah, it's all right. I can't really hold a conversation, but I can make my way around and order tequila.
I know, Hola, that's about it. Hey, what are you getting on film there? You got your camcorder going.
Oh, I'm getting you on film right now. I just realized it's hard to be part of the media. They got all these guys standing up everywhere, and it helps to be 6'4", so I can, get a good camera angle. But I'm getting a lot of good footage.
With all the media that's here, though, it really opens your eyes as to what level of game you're playing in now, doesn't it?
It's huge. It's huge. And the most important thing for me and for the players is to put it back into perspective and say it's still the same football game we played when we were in high school as freshmen. The field's the same size. The players, whoever has the best players, usually wins. And then no mistakes. No mistakes. And then don't get caught up in everything here because this is it's wild. But after a while, you sort of get used to it, too. I mean, there's so many people and plus TV, you see all these people on TV, so you see them, and it's, okay, I've seen this guy before, you ask a couple questions, you hit the road. The most important thing is to win the game, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of zeroing in on that.
A lot of the guys on the Seahawks have their own little booth, but Tom, you didn't get one. You're just wandering around the masses.
Right. I don't have a booth, and I'm probably going to go into the stands here in a little while and get away from everything and just, sit back and take a look at all this. So, yeah, it's neat, though. I mean, this is a big part of the day, and I think, it's amazing how many more media from around the world are here. I already did an interview with a place from Austria and Denmark, and so it's kind of neat.
You're picking the Seahawks to win the game?
Yeah.
Score?
28-24.
What makes you think the Seahawks are going to win?
Well, I know nothing, first of all, but I just got a feeling that Matt's going to have a big game, and they aren't going to be able to get to him. If they can get to him, then that's trouble. If the rush can get to him, but if they don't, I think that he can win without his best back. That's proven, and I just think that he's calmer than the other quarterback. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and I probably am, and it'll be great when they win too. But I'm just picking them to win because I don't think anybody's picking them to win. and they're a hell of a good team. They both are, but they play a little bit different style, and I think it will work to their advantage. What do I know? What do I know? I'll be sad whoever loses.
Well, everybody makes a prediction, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction. Not everybody does. A lot of these wussies won't predict. I was on the radio with some of those ESPN guys. They're afraid to say anything. But because they don't want to look stupid. I don't mind it.
Yeah. And Ray, you know, you especially hit it big with a guy like Lofa Tatupu. When the draft came around, most people figured defensive line, that type of thing. Yet you went with a linebacker that was considered to be undersized, and yet it seems like you proved everybody wrong. What were you so right about with him that you saw in him?
Well, you know, I'd have to credit Tim Ruskell, because Tim Ruskell, one of the things that he was one of the guys that Mr. Ruskell had looked at quite a bit. We had a chance to talk with him at the combines, and the kid's very impressive at the combines. Mr. Ruskell came into the defensive staff and wanted myself, John Marshall, and Dwayne Boyd to all go down where we could see this kid and work him out, to take a good look at him and talk to him. And we all went down, and when we left there to the guy, it wasn't a question that we felt that he would be our starting Mike linebacker.
Is that right? Okay. Now, Ray, as far as your position during the Super Bowl, where are you going to be located at?
I'm going to be in the press box. I'll be working up there. John Marshall's calling the game, and I'll be up there observing and looking at tendencies to whatever I can do to help out as far as the game's concerned.
Is it okay for you to get a little excited health-wise because it's considered a Super Bowl?
I promised John Marshall I wouldn't get excited, so I'm going to stay away from getting excited.
You can't pinpoint, say any one particular player is the reason for this defense improving. This is a new defense. I mean, every year you have a new defense, but this is ultimately a new defense with just entirely different attitude and you know, even maybe a little bit of a swagger about them. I think you get that from guys like Grant who've been to championship levels, won Super Bowls, and so it's just great to be a part of it.
You ever think back to yourself like, geez, I grew up in the Seattle area, I'm playing for the Seahawks, and wow, we're in the Super Bowl now. Just how things have transcended during your life?
Yeah, man, I've had a good life, man, and I'm expecting things to get better and better, and I've been blessed. I went to, I went to the state championship in high school, went to the Rose Bowl in college, and now I'm making it to the big dance in the NFL, man. You can't ask for much more.
Yeah, I know. What about the Pittsburgh Steelers? I know up to this point you're probably not too focused in on them, but as the week goes on, it's more and more football. Like, how good of a team are they?
They're a very good team, man. Offensively, they're very good. Defensively, they're very good. They got a lot of good players who love and care about the game, so they go out there and play with a lot of passion.
Hey, Marcus, we're catching you in the stands, or you didn't get your own booth. What the heck?
I didn't get my own booth. I guess they wanted to keep me a little low-key, so they put me back here in the back, huh?
I think everyone changes a little, but not dramatically in this game. I think you'll see some wrinkles and you'll see some trick plays. Bill likes to do that kind of stuff, so we're hopefully ready for that kind of stuff. But I think you kind of do what got you here for the most part. The players are comfortable with that. They know that. And while sprinkling in some things, you're going to do what you normally do.
Hey, Gilbert, we're from Seattle. You ever been there? What do you think of this city?
Yes. It's a lovely city. It's known for coffee. Coffee.
And rain.
And rain. Coffee and... Wasn't that a James Taylor song, Coffee and Rain? I've seen coffee and I've seen rain. Yeah, something like that.
Fire and rain, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew it was something like that.
I just try to be a great teammate. I try to be someone that keeps it light, that we're all at work. I try to make it so it doesn't feel like we're at work. I try to make it so it feels like, hey, this is fun. I can't believe we get paid to do this. Whether it's double sessions or training camp or a padded practice and you're a lineman and you've had a tough day going against a fellow 300-pound guy all day. Just try to distract it, make it fun for guys, and it's just my style.
Any more questions? Nobody? Okay, well, I guess we can wrap things up here for this particular segment on Seahawks.com. Sean Alexander is sitting in this chair, and a bunch of his teammates were here as well, answering questions from the 3,000 media members here covering Super Bowl 40. What a day it was. It's still a long way to go this week in Super Bowl week, so make sure you log on every day for more here on Seahawks.com.